Morning, everybody. So today I'm going to attempt to foil this Bandit. It's actually a knockoff. I got it for Christmas from my kid. I'm going to attempt to foil it with some purple foil. Now, I've got three different styles of purple foil, and I have found every single one of them to be a pain to work with. But with a little tenacity and patience, I can usually get her done. So I made my slits for the hook hangers. Again, I'll foil top, bottom, and the sides. I sprayed this bait with my, see, it's already being a pain in the butt to work with. I sprayed my bait with my rattle can clear coat, let it dry so it wasn't tacky anymore. Gonna be what it is. I'm foiling at 230 degrees. So we have a machine set on. I think that's about 119 on the Celsius. But with this stuff I found, you really gotta work it. It's already acting up on me. But I think that the sides, when I would do the sides, it'll cover that all right. I don't apply a ton of pressure when I do this. As said in previous videos, I've managed to melt a bait or two, getting a little too overzealous. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that worked pretty good. So I'm going to lay that back down, check the bottom before I pull that off. And you can see it. But I think all that will get covered when I do the side. That came out surprisingly well on the first attempt. Alright, do a little better on that tail, so I'll just find a good chunk of foil on that. Not bad. You got a little weak spots here, but again, I think when I apply the oil to the sides, I'll be able to cover most of that, not all of it. Some foil I got off of eBay. Got a nice shimmer to it. So this purple foil I found is a lot like using candy paints. It's the one foil I just can't paint over. I have to doctor it, so to speak, before I can do any paint work with it. And I'm going to paint this here the next week or so, and I'll do a video on that. But what I'm getting at is that this stuff will, if you just wanted to spray over the top of it, I found this foil bleeds through. You can't just like paint it white, you know, where you want to, and then you can't treat it like you would any other bait. So what I'm going to do with this after I get done foiling it is I'm going to use a clear coat of epoxy. I tried using this UVLS clear, which is good stuff. I like it. It's got its purposes, but the candies and this purple foil bleed right through it. So the only thing I found that works and allows me to paint it is giving it a coat of epoxy. With my silvers and golds, I don't have to do that. Just to this temperamental purple. And let's see what we get. It's actually coming out really nice. So you got some areas right here behind the gill plate that, because of that lip, tend to not get foiled real well. And what you do, and you won't get it all probably, but you get some of it. And you got to be careful that you don't just hit the heat pad on the foil you just put on there. I got some of it. I got a little bit on this side, same. So put that foil on there. I got a spot right there. Try and get this first. I got the worst of it. Let's see if I can get this spot. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I got it. So that actually came out pretty good first try. got a spot on the back. Yeah, try to do that a little different. Got it. So that's about 100% foiled. A little up here on the nose I wasn't able to get, but that's like dang near impossible. But I can try it. Yeah. All right, so that's what you get. I'm going to, like I said, I'll slap a coat of epoxy over this, try and keep it out of the eyes. I want to fill the eye sockets in with epoxy before you add eyes to it. It's a little more difficult. And one other thing that I'll generally do is I'll take my gun and turn the pressure up to about 30, and I'll blow this thing off, because sometimes what you get are, you'll get little flakes that come off because you got foil over foil. So what that does when you go to clear coat it, is you start brushing that, and for me anyway, I start brushing that epoxy on, and I'll pull a flake off. Well, I've already painted it, so when I pull that flake off, in this case, it'll leave a chunk of purple that used to be paint. So if you blow it off prior to painting it, or in this case, putting your epoxy on there, you'll get hopefully all those little loose pieces off of here before you do your paint job. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna epoxy this, and I'll do another video later on painting this. You guys all take it easy, and I'll catch up with you later.